From Australia. I just thought I'd record today. So yesterday I put up a an Australian version of how to make a jelly plate because America has different things that we actually use. So that's up there on my site. That's the first thing I've actually posted, other than a silver clay jewelry one I did last year, I think. So I'm not very good at this. So we shall see how long this goes for, really. Yeah. Okay, so I've just found that you can actually do this on YouTube, so I have no idea whether I'm doing this correctly or whether this will be posted, but anyway, not to worry. So that's enough about me. I will go through my studio after, which is my workshop and where I work from. But today I'm just going to show you a little project that I'm going to start and while we're in confinement. And yeah, we'll just get to it, huh? Welcome, and I hope everyone is well and taking care of themselves too. Yeah, okay. Righto, down we go to the... Right, so the tutorial that I put on, which is not with me talking, which is probably a good thing, is to make this jelly plate. And it's a very small, well, mine is a small jelly plate. It's the same recipe, and this is actually very well used already. But this is the jelly plate that recipe that I put up yesterday on my site, and I won't be using that at this present, but we are going to be making on this. So I have a little project, and it's like little cards of contemplation or art. You know, if you're an artist, I suppose if you make one, it's a leading point into a work of art. So see, these are some of the ones that I've actually created already in these are the ones I've created and pretty happy with. Yeah, I quite like them. They give you ideas, but I'm actually going to put words on these or something on them, so that when I take a card, you know, it'll look at a card, it reminds me of something. I'm not too sure what though yet. Yeah, I do have a lot of books with different beautiful words in it. Now, I got the idea of this. This is not my original idea. I got this idea from Robin McClelland. She's actually in America, and she is absolutely sensational. If you're not subscribed to her page, then you so need to be, because she is just awesome. And her team, Patty and, the new team, and I can't remember the lady's name. Oh, and she's absolutely divine. She does African American art. You know, uses African American art in her work. She's just sensational. I love it. Such a gorgeous team Robin has got together, and I look forward to all of their videos now, with especially in confinement here. And what is her name? Sorry, I really do need to find her name. So Robin Clendon. I have to actually work out which way that is. Rachel, oh goodness, here we go. Okay, so it's Soul Rain Art and Patty Tolley. So Soul Rain Art is Rachel Junita. And oh my goodness, I apologise, because I'm just really bad in Australia. I say how it sounds, and it's probably completely incorrect. So my apologies. Anyway, these are mono printed on the jelly plate, and then stamped and collaged with other jelly plate bits. And yes, anyway, so but the first thing is, so the first thing is my pack. So this is the box that mine live in, or the ones that I'm working on. And Robin started with a system that we don't actually have in Australia. So I changed it. And so these cards, all of these beautiful cards, my feathers falling out. My beautiful sister gave me those. These cards are index cards that are from Officeworks. Okay, there's 100 in a pack. So they're easily found, and I don't know whether you're allowed to go still to Officeworks, but I suppose they deliver or whatever. But I think they're like $5 or $6 a pack for 100. So they're pretty cheap. And then this box that I've got this is a bamboo drawer tidy from Kmart. It's a 6 by 8 centimeter in height and 7 by 5 centimeter in width and 15 centimeter in depth. So the cards actually just sit like quite nicely in it, and it's just to go on my desk as they're like inspiration cards. I think I'm going to call them. You know, they're just inspiration, and I haven't quite decided whether. Now, Robin actually, she has written, got her favorite poem, I believe, and actually is putting, if I remember correctly, sticking like a line of each one line of the poem onto each card of one of her beautiful poems that she loves. That is another option. I haven't quite got to finish these yet, so I haven't quite decided. But I just do love looking at them and altering them and changing them and stamping them. And of course, you know, when I get a stamp that I like or create a stamp, which I do quite often in my studio, I pick up a few cards and just alter them, add a bit more to them. So they're pretty much an ongoing process for me. So those are the white cards. That's the box. All very easily obtainable in Australia. Please watch her videos. They are absolutely awesome, you know, to give you ideas. This is just me in Australia, not really, not copying or anything, but I'm just trying to do similar to what she does, actually, because I just love her work so much. It's incredible. So I apologize. So please go onto Robin's site and have a look. I don't know whether she's ever done coffee dough. She has some great tips and techniques. They use different paints over there and things we can't actually get in Australia, but I will endeavour to, as the box, for instance, the box and the cards, you know, I will endeavour to actually find something that matches, or if anyone else knows of things that match her work, you know. But anyway, so this is the jelly plate with it. We're not going to use right at this present time. The first thing that we need to do, this is just a piece of baking paper, and the first thing we need to do is actually, I'm not really into white, as you can see. I think that, you know, they kind of look better for me. They look better coffee stained. The white is a bit intense. So I've just mixed up in an old jar some coffee, and there is a much easier. You can dip these, you know, but because I'm on camera, I'm finding that a little bit difficult to dip. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint a couple and show you what I do. I'll put them on the heater over there and dry them out. Now I find that it's in some of mine aren't covered all. Mine aren't covered all in paint, you know. It's very grungy. Some of the pieces are, you know, when you print and you pull off the jelly print. So that's actually the coffee stain paper still, and the coffee stain paper shows through on that actual print there, if you can see. So it's important to, and obviously if you like white background, well then absolutely just leave them how they are. And I'm not going, I think this is a very slow process, and I'm not going to take you for hours on, because clearly this is easy. easy to do. But what I do, which might be a little bit different, I just need both sides done first. So wet down. It would have been easier with a bigger brush. Sorry about that, but that's okay. All right. And oddly, they don't smell coffee. So that's funny. They don't smell coffee. I know you can do tea too, so tea's a good one to do. So the cards are like so, and they've got a bit of coffee on them to change, just get rid of that white. Alright, now I take a stick of some description, my feather, I quite like using my feather. And after making sure that they're all covered and there's no white, because not that it's a big deal, but you know, yeah. A lot of people do the splotchy things, you know, and they leave the splotches on. I actually like to draw into the card with different scripts and scribbles. Like so. So when they put a bit more coffee on those little areas there, so when they actually dry, which I will show you, they will have, can you see that? Also, Robin is one of the only people I've ever known that does the sort of intuitive scripting that I've done in all my work since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. So you can see that's going to be darker when that dries, and that actually will show up in the print. So I could use that as part thereof of the card and just jelly print on either side of it, or I could go over the top of it with a translucent so it actually comes through. Okay, so that is my very short video today. I will carry on. I don't know how to pause this, so I figure I'll just stop it there and yeah, get back to you when I've got a few more cards and we can go from there. All right, take care everyone. Look after yourselves and your family, and I'll speak to you soon.